Hi everyone, Gummy Cube here, back at it again with another list to guide and mold you into the rider I know you can be. And you might be saying,
but aren't you a beginner rider? You're a noob!
That might be my name, but I've actually put down quite a few miles in the saddle. But hey, I don't have to convince you. Look deep in your heart and know that I'm a voice of reason. You know it to be true. Anyways, here's 7 things you can be doing that'll improve your riding and make you safer. Throttle control. Ask any rider worth their salt, what does that phrase even mean? And they'll tell you the #1 thing you can do as a beginner is learn how to use your throttle. The throttle is going to be the #1 thing you have to understand when it comes to riding your bike. It's the key to making sure you ride smoothly and confidently. Learning how to grip and apply throttle in the right situations will determine how well you ride, along with many other things. You should be grabbing the throttle like a screwdriver, not like the death grip you give yourself late at night. Gently twist it. The most important thing you can learn how to do in your bike deals with the on-off throttle situations. Is it a bit snatchy? Does it roll on smooth? Is there anything you can do to affect it? Take the time to see how it feels in different situations. Get comfortable with applying a super light grip and cracking it open. You'll notice MotoGP riders have an incredibly light grip on their throttle. Not saying you should be a second-rate Lorenzo out there on the street, but you should emulate what they do to ride confidently. There's more to throttles than I can possibly cover here, so I suggest you research plenty. Grabbing the tank with your knees. Weight on your pegs, grip the ever-loving fuck out of the tank with your knees, and this will keep the top portion of your body nice and loose to operate your bike without a heavy input. Pretend like the tank is gonna fly off if you don't grip it with your knees and it's full of next month's rent money. Grab that sucker like your life depends on it.
Firmly grasp it!
Combine that with the light throttle hand and you'll be feeling like a zesty testy in no time on your sick-ass motorcycle. Or don't, and look like a total idiot. Don't say Yammie didn't warn you. Accelerating when you change lanes. So this is actually something my father taught me when I was learning how to drive, but it works well for motorcycles too. When you're changing lanes, do your typical head check, signal, and then move over. Easy enough. But one thing you might not be doing is applying a little extra amount of throttle when you move over to the next lane. This makes it so you're improving the flow of traffic. You're giving the car in the lane you're moving into plenty of space, and in case they're accelerating, you won't get in their way. One of the most annoying things in traffic is people who change lanes at a slightly slower speed than everyone else. Hanging off the bike. Okay. Controversial time! Because there's going to be so many comments saying I'm wrong about this, but I'm not, so here we go. Basically, in almost all situations, hanging off of your bike is a good thing. You're scrubbing off lean angles, standing up the bike, and works for almost all motorcycles. I've linked an article about body position before, but I'm going to link it again, and I suggest you read all of it. It's really good. And the comments down below, because some people get confused. I'm not gonna go into how to hang off, what's the optimal body position, because that could be an entire video on its own, but the moral of the story is, hang off your bike. Learn how to hang off and understand why you're hanging off. Okay, let the hate comments begin. Learning how to maintain your own bike. So this is gonna be an important one as you venture into the world of motorcycles. You're gonna find out that they're finicky machines, much more so than cars. You have to change the oil more frequently, adjust the chain, lube and clean the chain, and check a lot of different things to make sure your machine operates correctly. Learn how to do this. If you take your bike to a shop for any little thing, it's gonna add up fast. Now, I'm not saying you need to learn how to do a full rebuild and understand how to adjust your valves, although MC Garage has you covered and it's probably not too hard. Maybe I should? Oh God. But I am saying that learning how to do the basics will save you so much money, and it's fun. I love wrenching on my bike and tweaking it. Dragging the rear brake in slow speeds. So here's one I figured out maybe a little too late. When you're doing slow speed stuff, i.e. like parking lot maneuvers, etc., try dragging your rear brake. I know it might seem counterintuitive because you're not planning on stopping, but dragging the rear brake provides extra stability and confidence when performing slow speed stuff. Here's something I did a lot when I first started out. I used to go out to parking lots late at night and basically would do different slow speed maneuvers with my bike, and depending on the size of the lot, I would test out different lean angles, baby wheelies, and just getting more comfortable with my ride. So here's my advice. Not that you asked for it, but here we go. Go out late at night and do some figure eights with your bike at like 3 miles per hour. Get familiar with how it feels. I'm not liable if you drop your ride. Yammie is lawyered up to the T. Come at me, bro.
The Texas Lawhawk! Talons of justice!
Watching a twist of the wrist. And best of all, and a total cop-out from Yammie and his stupid-ass list videos, you should watch a twist of the wrist. This is the Bible of how to ride a motorcycle. Watch this video. Then watch it again, then watch it a third time. And honestly, that's not enough because you probably forgot something. This video is so goddamn good, it basically walks through everything you ever wanted to know about how a motorcycle works. Lean angles, throttle control, and even hardcore technical discussions about tire specs and tire qualities. Like why the rear tire is way wider than the front. I know, right? You never thought about that. Well, go learn. Parts of it are cheesy as hell, but it's worth it, I promise. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. I know a lot of my audience are guys and girls looking to get into bikes, and hopefully this helps those of you who just started out or want some tips on how to not crash into a boulder. It hurts, don't try it. Roses are red, violets are blue. Yammie cannot be killed, and he has trouble taking a poo. Goodbye.